Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Thanks for joining us for another week. Today is Monday. All this week, we're going to talk about how I scared myself, how John scared himself, how we scared ourselves. You know, Halloween's coming, so I thought this would be a fun time to talk about, the funny, the scary, the embarrassing, all of those things wrapped into one. Just saying.
Oh yeah. I've had a few. I've had a few special moments before where you wind up going, oh God, tell me no one was looking.
Yeah, that never happens, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, so today's Monday. All this week we're going to talk about I scared myself. And today's topic is going to be the Wax Museum.
Yes, waxing poetically, figuratively. I did see one of those, by the way. On one of my the company I used to work for used to take us on life excursions. Something that makes a difference. It's like like on Survivor, where people go on Survivor, you see them, you hear them go, "I can't be upset. I didn't win. Why? I just spent 31 days in the Tucanos in Belize, South America." And that's true. You did. You got to see things that nobody else will ever get to see.
Oh,
so they like
true.
to take us on excursions like that.
Yeah.
So they thought everybody should actually witness San Francisco. They thought everybody should witness San Francisco. So we all went to witness San Francisco. From walking around, give you the money. They give you the money and they let you walk around, go down to Hard Rack, go walk around. And I got to go see the San Francisco Wax Museum, which is right down by the the dock area there.
Yeah.
See, I lived in California before, so it wasn't as amazing as it was for a lot of people. There were people there that hadn't been out of their state since they were born.
Oh, I believe it.
Never left. And you're like, well, you're about to leave your state now. And I got a chance to see the Wax Museum, and I think it's was it Madame Trudeau's? I think it might be
Madame Trudeau's, yeah. She's got one in Vegas too.
I think it's that. And then I got to go to the Hard Rock. For me was, I walked out of there going, I will never do that again. It was like, you didn't have fun? Are you seriously? That was stupid. That's stupid. Like, did you know we have one of his guitars? I'm like, so is that why you just charged me $38 for this burger? Because you have one of his guitars? Are you serious? That's why you just ripped me off? Because you have one of his guitars?
Some of it was pretty interesting. Because I went to the one in Vegas. That was pretty interesting.
It's interesting. But how was the food?
Well, I don't know. We didn't eat there. All we did was look around, and then we went to the shop because one of the girls in my party decided that she had to have Hard Rock underwears.
Hard underwears. Okay. All right. Was that Wendy?
I don't remember who it was.
I'm going to go with Wendy because I know Wendy and I can point at her and laugh then.
All I remember it was a thong.
Oh, how do you even write Hard Rock? Oh, I don't want to write Hard Rock. What?
On the front.
There's no room there either. They're thongs.
It's very teeny tiny.
Little letters.
Yep.
You got to get up real close to read it.
Maybe that's the idea.
I think it is.
Wow.
So, waxing poetic figuratively.
Okay, you were just talking about California. So this was many years ago, and my uncle lived out in California, and we were out there for a visit. And that was the very first time that I ever went anywhere. And so he decided to take us to the Wax Museum, which was really kind of cool. And we're strolling through there, checking everything out and on and on, and acting like tourists because we really weren't tourists. And you know how they have everything like in different sections, and they have themes for everything. So we came to this one part where they showed like scary actors and actresses that took place in the scary movies like that, Bela Lugosi and whatnot. So there's this wax figurine that looks like Dracula. Bela Lugosi played Dracula. So I thought this was really cool. And of course it says, don't go up to it, But of course, me being me, had to go up to it and look at it and like, oh, they do the hat. Because, yeah, that's me.
It looks so real.
It looks so real. This is so lifelike. And I thought,
this one has bad breath. How do they do that? Well, they come in the morning and rub onion in this thing? What's going on with that?
We ain't going to be garlic.
That's why I didn't say garlic, because I figured, hey, what the hell are you doing to me?
But when you're walking through that, I mean, you have to admit, and you've seen some of these wax figurines.
Oh, yeah.
They look so real that you expect that they're going to move, they're going to walk, they're going to talk at any moment.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like doing the double, triple take, and you're really looking at them hardcore. And that's basically what it was doing with this one, because I was really impressed at how they did Dracula. Yeah. So get up there. I'm staring at him. I'm looking. And we're going to be back in a moment, and I'll finish the rest of the story. Welcome back, everybody. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. All this week, we're talking about things that scared you, or scared myself, scared John.
I don't get scared.
Anyways, today's topic, we're talking about the Wax Museum, or as John entitled it,
Waxing Poetically. Figuratively.
So, now, as I just mentioned, just before the break, I was walking up to this wax figurine who looked a lot like the Bela Lugosi's Dracula from any of the old-time movies, if you're familiar with that. So I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty interesting. I can't believe, like, the detail in all this and stuff. So I turn around, and I start walking away. Excuse me. And pretty soon... You know how you get that feeling like somebody's behind you, but you're not quite sure? So I didn't pay attention. I thought, oh, I'm just creeping myself out because we're in this wax museum and there's all kinds of goofy things happening and thoughts in your head. Finally, I turned around and he's standing right there. I screamed like a girl, for real.
Did you get everybody else's attention?
Oh my God, yes.
So now you were the center of attention?
Oh, yeah. Did I want to be the center of attention? No.
Work it, sister. Work it.
My mom comes over and she's like, what is wrong with you? Did you see the Dracula? I'm trying to explain. I'm talking like 90 miles an hour because I'm so scared that she can't even understand what I'm saying.
Getting ready to kick a wax figure in the no-nos.
And the funny part was that he just stood still. When my mom came over, he just stood still. I'm like, no, he really was walking behind me. And my mom's just like, will you stop doing this for attention? Stop being a brat. Stop acting this way. I mean, like, she's literally chewing my butt out. And then all of a sudden, you just see the guy go, hi. And he waves to my mom, and then she screams.
Mom, tell me you took the opportunity to tell your mother to knock it off and stop doing it for attention. She's such a brat. Stop doing this for attention, Mom. Everybody's looking at you now.
Oh, Mom, now everybody's looking at you. I got the famous shut up. Keep walking.
Isn't it amazing how in those situations you're like, everybody else gets win, win, win. How do I get lose, lose, lose?
Yep. But I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, that guy stood perfectly still. You couldn't even tell that he was breathing or when he took a breath. I mean, he was just that good at it. I don't know how long that he had practiced to get that way, but holy cow.
That's pretty good. Now, I've seen a few of those statue people that they have a Chinese show where they like to do stuff like that. I don't even know what it's called because it's all, Chinese symbols. So all I know is it's a Chinese show with a bunch of symbols on it. But they love to do that to people. They have like people get there in the morning. And they'll stand up like a statue and they're painted, Christine. And they're like on a pose. I don't even know how in the world I'd have lasted about 5 minutes and I'd been, you know what? Get somebody here quick to scare it because I'm not going to pull this off. This ain't gonna work. But they stand there for the longest period of time. Then someone comes up and they're like, "Oh, here, take a picture." And I remember the one lady was like, they say it in Japanese, so you have to watch the show in Japanese. They're like, and the lady goes to hand the camera. The guy reaches down and takes the camera. They just scream. They scream and run away without the camera.
They left their camera behind.
And like a minute later, the lady comes back up. She's like, she's bowing and all that, reaching for the camera. She just wants the camera. Mr. Ghost, just give me the camera.
We've had that happen. One of the times that we went to Vegas, we went to, I think it's called the Venetian, where they had people there posing like, the statues, and they're all dressed in white. And so I'm like, yeah, let's get a picture right over here with this statue. I thought it was the statue. No, it wasn't, because the minute that we started to take the picture, I don't remember who when the group was taking the picture, but she screamed because he moved. And I didn't see it because he was behind me.
Yep. I saw one of a statue. It was the funniest one I'd ever seen. I mean, I let out a laugh and a half. I couldn't believe it. This was in Vegas too. There's a person who's painted up to look like a statue, and they're just standing there in this unusual pose, and then people walk up and they start peeing on them. But it's not. But they're not peeing. It's water, like a fountain. And then but after you're standing there and the water starts shooting out of where, and it's like you're looking and you're freaking out. The guy goes, "I finally got that to start working. Awesome." Well, why would you? And the people are all like, "What? But why would you have that on the? How? What? Why is that facing us?" And they're like, "I'm just fixing it." Well, shouldn't you turn that while you're fixing it? I gotta fix it, And then people start to realize there's a bowl on the ground. The guy's trying to fix, but it's really a guy standing there. And then when he looks at the other guy, he goes, "Okay, we're good." He steps off the thing, and that's when the ladies go, "Was he really peeing on me?" He's got a thing in his pocket, and it comes out the zipper area, and he squeezes this little bag. And when he's standing there as a statue, the guy's supposed to be fixing it. The guy's behind him like he's fixing something behind him. And all of a sudden, there's people standing there looking at it, and it starts to whiz all over. And they're all freaking out. But they're already irritated and freaking out. But the best part is when he steps down, those people realize that's a guy. Oh, my God, was he really peeing? Oh, he was peeing.
And on that note, we need to go have a potty break.